Good morning, everybody. It is Saturday. And gosh, I can't think of what date it is. It must be 22nd, 23rd of February. That was pee I just cleaned up. Oh, scoot your butt, honey. Scoot your butt. So I thought maybe we should talk about puppy training. We do a lot of work with the puppies. We have one litter at a time. And we do a lot of work with them. And I actually used to call it training. But it's not training, it's conditioning. Training is up to a new owner. Conditioning is up to us. So we condition them to be ready to come and be trained in your home to live according to your lifestyle. We don't know how everyone's home runs. We don't know what you're going to expect. We can do our best to identify the personalities of these puppies and try to get them matched up with the best home, the best circumstances. And that, of course, is what we're looking for, that they go to a home where they're going to fit in with the family and become a member of the family. And we condition them for various things. Today is Saturday, and so we do grooming on Saturdays. They get brushed pretty much every day, but grooming happens on Saturday. I'll clip their toenails. This will be the first time they get the pads of their feet clipped. They're getting quite furry. Mommy's teaching them to eat out of a bowl right now. And what they're eating right now, this is lunchtime, and they're having, I buy the second stage canned puppy food, which has large chunks in it, and not all of them have erupted their teeth, so I think we just have one left where I can feel nubs, but there's no eruptions. And they'll be 6 weeks on Monday, so they're almost 6 weeks old. And for small breed dogs, such as these guys, and remember they're Havasu's, 3/4 Havanese and 1/4 Shih Tzu. Their mom, who's Heine, you can see right there. She's a full-bred Havanese, and their daddy, Basil, is half Shih Tzu, half Havanese. And I think today we're also going to just pick a puppy randomly and have their DNA run. So we see what are the odds that they've picked up something from generations back, or if they're picking up only good traits from their parents, because the DNA that people and dogs and any animal, fish, bird, whatever, the DNA that's passed down from both parents it's a 50-50 chance. It's random. It's not even 50-50, it's random. So, and we crossbreed to try to breed out, open the gene pool and breed out the opportunity for, as best we can, or as best as nature can, anything that's maybe considered negative to show up. So what do we condition them for? We condition them for loving people, for being very playful, for responsive, for not being startled easily. We want nice, confident puppies to go home. My husband, as soon as the weather gets warm enough, will start taking them outside so that they are conditioned to walk on a leash. And this little guy right here, this is puppy number 3, sitting on that zebra covered box. And I'll show you that. I use the boxes. Let's see if we can scan over here. There's some bigger boxes over there to start conditioning them to learn to walk up and down the steps, which my husband will kind of take charge of. So this first box, well, this is actually the second box that I put down. The first one was smaller. But you'll notice they've chewed the corners. And Mommy here, you Holly, taught them that it was cool to chew the corners of boxes. So I had to think about how I was going to try to stop that business. So I put that little blanket over it, and that stopped it. And now they're just climbing on it like they're supposed to be, and playing and learning about boxes and heights and how to get up and down on things. Hi, Holly. And that's puppy number 1 that just jumped off the box. And that is puppy number 2, right, that just jumped off the box. And they're under my feet because that's what they think is the coolest thing to do. Let's watch Peggy do the puppy shuffle. Hey, you guys, go out there and play. They ate all their food. Good job, guys. Good job. So the whole idea of training is difficult. Puppies are a lot of work, and if you've never had a puppy before, go into this with your eyes wide open. Puppies are a lot of work, and they have a lot to learn, just like human children do. They have a lot to learn, but they have a very short time to learn it in. And so we condition them to want to learn. Let's put it that way. To want to learn and to fit in with your lifestyle. My best advice to people about training a dog is routine and structure. They're pretty quick studies, and they'll learn that lunchtime is a certain time and dinner time is a certain time, and you can tell that they start to understand, oh gosh, it's Saturday, she's going to get those clippers out and she's going to groom us, and guess what, guys, today is your first bath day. That starts at 5 weeks, and we've been busy with a new batch of piglets, so it hasn't happened yet, but today's the day. So, they also get their little fannies clipped, and that's been happening since they were about 3 weeks. So they've had their fannies clipped a couple of times because they get pretty furry, and they will get little poopy crumbs stuck to their fur, and you don't want that. And for the boys, we do a little trimming around the penis area. Let's see if I can grab this little boy. I can show you. Oh yeah, oh yeah. See around that. Can you see that? Around that penis area, you want that fur to be clipped. Yeah, yours needs to be clipped today. Because when they pee, it gets a little damp, and you don't want someone to pick up your puppy and go, ew, and just knee jerk it and throw the puppy down because he has a little wet fur on his belly. So we keep that trimmed up and advise that you do the same. I won't clip their bodies because I don't know what a new owner would want their puppy to look like. So they will have their feet trimmed and their fannies trimmed, bellies trimmed if it's necessary. I mock clean their ears, and I stick my fingers in their mouths and do that sort of thing so that they're accustomed to having things touched that they don't want touched, and that's primarily feet, face, and fanny. So I try to condition them. I will say that if a new owner doesn't continue that, weekly, even just touching it, maybe not clipping or trimming, but at least touching those areas a lot, they'll lose that conditioning. And then when you take them to a groomer, if you choose to do it that way, they'll probably give a groomer a hard time. We're working daily on the blow dryer. We just had a blow dryer session here not too long ago. And they're no longer running from the blow dryer, but and actually 3 of them are biting at the air that comes out of it. So they're getting used to that, and that's a biggie. That's a lot of loud noise. We pop balloons, and this little round metal dish over here that's, let's see, we'll move over here, that's on the left, that I drop, so we want to get them used to sudden noises, loud noises, things like that. So far the personalities are already pretty distinct, and it will be pretty easy to determine what kind of temperament they're going to have. They appear to all be getting their mom and dad's hair. The Havanese have 3 different coats, and both of our Havanese have the same wavy coat, which is unacceptable by the AKC. So if they were all purebred Havanese, they couldn't go and be shown for, I think it's compliance or something, where they fit the breed standards. Guys, you're in the wrong place. You're under my feet. So, let's see if we can at least get one of them in here. Zoop, where are you? There you are. There's 2 of them playing. So they're really playful. They're really social. They're super good puppies. I highly recommend that anybody thinking about purchasing either mine or anybody else's Havanese or Shih Tzu, that you look carefully into the breed traits and temperaments, so you know what you're getting, and what kind of work you're looking at having to do. Hopefully these are the easiest puppies you've ever had. Yeah, look at you wrestling with your mama. She's a good mommy. She's a good mommy. Trying to think what else I wanted to make clear. Oh, I'll also, as far as sticking my fingers in their mouths, small dogs, especially small dogs who are given lots of soft treats, can develop a lot of dental issues. So if you're a treat person, or if you have someone in the household who is a feed them at the table person, you're going to want to make sure those teeth are brushed regularly, so they don't develop dental issues. Those are expensive to handle. They have to be put under anesthesia, and that's where the cost comes in. So you want that. Well, plus it's not good for the dog to have dental issues. Their feet and their teeth are pretty darned important for being a dog. They're just not going to cooperate. Yeah, there goes one of them. So we've got the box over there with the hole in it. There's 2 holes, one on either side. And I'm teaching them to go in and out of the box. And they're pretty good at it. Oh, somebody's going to go potty. Mommy is still handling the cleaning up the poopies, just not the peas. And cleaning up the poopies will end within a week or so, and so I'll have more cleaning to do in here. Right now it's just cleaning up the pee-pee. And she's teaching them to eat, and she's teaching them, she's weaning them, offering them the booby bar less often, and spending a little bit more time daily. Let's see who's wrestling down here. Oh, there goes WrestleMania. Let's move this back a little bit. There's WrestleMania. Oh, come on, guys. 2 against 1? That's not fair. That's 2 boys against a girl. Shame on yous. Shame on yous. So, yeah. That's conditioning, and we condition for a lot of things. I try to touch base on everything that I hear my friends and family complain about with new puppies that they've gotten. They won't go outside, they're afraid of grass, they're afraid of being in the car. These guys will go on several car rides. They have their first vet checkup on Monday. They'll get their first physical and their microchips put in. And then I will feel confident that they're good, healthy dogs. Guys, that's a little rough. Mommy, tell them to stop that. And then at 8 weeks, they'll get their vaccinations. And then 9 weeks is the minimum time that they're eligible to go home with a new owner. Want to make sure they're not having shot reactions, and they're good and healthy, and they're ready to leave mommy, and mommy's ready for them to leave. So we'll see how all that goes. There's a baby coming out from under the bed. There she goes under there to play. So yeah, that's what we do. We condition the dogs to be as easy as possible for a new owner to train and to... Oh, that one's going to poop. There's a little poop mode going on. Because we want these dogs to fit in your family. We want them to be a member of your family. And a lot of that responsibility lies on the breeder. Right? Okay, Mommy's going to go take it. Mommy got it. Good job, Mommy. Thank you. I don't have to clean up poop yet. Now we're going to lick the bowl. Yeah, lick the bowl. And we still have 2 at my feet. And I think that most of them are going to be gray, just like their mom, if you remember what she looks like over here. Holly is gray. Basil is gray. And I think that these guys, when I brush their fur back, we can do that. We got... Come here, little miss number 1. This was our firstborn. And when you brush, let's see if we can see that. It looks like after that first clipping, that's going to be a gray dog. I don't know what this brownish is going to turn out like. But I think they're all going to be predominantly gray, just like their mom and dad. Okay, so that's our puppies. Yeah, that's the babies. And we'll know Monday if they're all new home worthy and healthy. And then I'll have their DNA report, whichever one I decide to do, I'll have the DNA report back before they're ready to leave home. Oh, good job. Go in there. Now they didn't go in the box. So, you all have a great weekend. If you're in the Pacific Northwest, such as us, we have a cold weekend coming up. And stay warm. Alrighty. Bye-bye.